Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Panthers of Orlando.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That is incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of it, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
That swung out wide to Harris. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Finding Pierce on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a
handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
First carry for Najee Harris.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some.
You tackle him to go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
That'll be tackled at 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Look at this defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eluding the... And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 10th overall. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. The Panthers at 9-3 here on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Throw left side to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Strong running by Clay.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Shakes off the sack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set, let's go! Trap 60, trap 60! Go!
They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Come on. Hey.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
55 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the 3rd down, throw incomplete as well.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Hustle.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Ready? 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, how about
this call down near the goal line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Burton. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2 scored. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hey, check that. Street.
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Steelers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Nick Bolton, and the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escapes this, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.